The jungle of Vithar 4 was always alive at night, glowing spores drifting like tiny moons between the black vines, beasts howling in the unseen distance. Sergeant Eli Marin trudged through the mist, pulse rifle steady, visor scanning for movement. He was tired. 2 years of border duty on an alien planet no human really understood. 2 years of trying not to think about home or what peacekeeping truly meant when your government had already claimed the land. His comms cracked. Sector 9 clear, Sergeant. Moving to your position. Copy that, Eli replied, but something in the air shifted, like a low hum vibrating in his skull. He froze. Then, out of the mist, she appeared. Tall, lithe, her skin a pale shimmer of violet that reflected the bioluminescent spores. Her eyes, massive, golden, watched him with curiosity rather than fear. Her clothes were little more than silken wraps made of woven leaf fiber, and her hair glowed faintly green under the spores. He'd seen the Vithari before, but never like this. Never alone, never this close. Stop, he said sharply, raising his weapon. Identify yourself. She tilted her head and her voice entered his mind, soft, melodic, unsettling. You are far from your kind, soldier of iron. Eli's finger hovered over the trigger. Don't speak telepathically. Say it out loud. Her lips curved into a smile and she whispered aloud, We'd make beautiful children, human. The words hit him harder than any plasma round. What did you just say? Her gaze roamed over him, unashamed. You hunt my people. Yet I see no hatred in your heart, only loneliness. He tightened his grip on the rifle. You're trying to distract me. Perhaps. She took a slow step forward, bare feet silent on the moss. Or perhaps I'm curious. You are the first of your kind I've seen who hesitated to kill. Don't come closer. But she did. And though his mind screamed enemy, his body did not move. The spores danced between them like tiny glowing witnesses. He should have arrested her. Should have called for backup. Instead, when she whispered that her name was Cyril, and that her people were starving after the human blockade cut off the southern forest, he listened. She showed him the hidden paths through the jungle, where her tribe once grew food that now withered from chemical fallout. She spoke of the elders' curses, of how they believed their goddess had turned away because of human greed. I don't believe in gods, Eli muttered as they rested by a stream, his armor off, the cold water washing his face. Yet you believe in orders, she said softly, and in guilt. He looked up sharply, but she was smiling, not cruelly, just knowingly. You see the smoke from our burned trees, she said, and still follow those who light them. Eli exhaled. You wouldn't understand. Then make me. Night deepened. He should have been back at base. But her presence, the quiet intensity in her eyes, the way her voice brushed his mind like velvet, made him linger. When she reached out and touched his hand, something inside him broke open. Her skin was cool, smooth, faintly humming with bioelectric life. Cyril, he said, almost warning himself. You could kill me right now, she whispered. But your hands won't obey. He wanted to deny it. But he didn't. Instead, he leaned in, drawn by something primal, something forbidden. Her lips met his, and his world turned inside out. It wasn't like kissing a human. Her energy surged through him, her emotions raw and immediate, flooding his thoughts, fear, desire, sorrow, longing. When she pulled back, he gasped as if he'd surfaced from drowning. You feel it, she said softly. Our bond. You can't hide from it. I'm not. His voice faltered. I'm not supposed to feel anything, she smiled, faintly sad. That's why you do. For 3 nights, Eli returned. He told himself it was to gather intelligence, to study her kind, but each time their words grew fewer, their silences deeper. They met by the old ruins, what had once been a Vithari temple before the war. The stones still glowed faintly with alien script, humming when she touched them. She taught him her language, the way meanings shifted with emotion, how Sarael could mean both trust and surrender. One evening, she whispered, You've killed my people, yet I forgive you. Do you know why? He shook his head. Because when I look at you, I see the same cage you built for us. Around your own heart, he stared at her. Cyril, this, whatever this is, it can't happen. She stepped close. It already has. The next morning, orders came down. Purge the southern jungle. Destroy all remaining resistance cells. Eli froze as his commander handed him the data slate. High Command wants this done by dawn. No survivors. He nodded stiffly, but his stomach turned to lead. He knew what lay in the southern jungle, Cyril's people. He had one choice. Follow orders, or warn her. That night he ran. Through the fog, through the vines, until he reached the ruins. She was there, waiting, eyes full of knowing. You came, she said. I felt your fear in the wind. They're coming for you, Eli said urgently. You have to go now. Her golden eyes softened. And you? I'll stall them. Lead them the other way. You need to take your people and… She shook her head. We cannot run forever. Cyril, please. She stepped close, cupping his face. Would you die for me, human soldier? He didn't answer. He didn't have to. Her tears glowed faintly on her cheeks. Then our fates are already bound. When the fire came, it was merciless. Napalm storms ripped through the forest, turning trees to ash and air to poison. Eli stayed behind, scrambling through the chaos, yelling false coordinates into his comms, drawing the drones away from the real camps. He saw Cyril one last time, standing amid the burning vines. Her arms raised to the sky as if commanding the flames themselves. For a heartbeat, the inferno bent around her, twisting like a living thing, and then a missile struck. Eli screamed, charging through the wreckage. The blast knocked him down, tore through his armor. When he crawled forward, coughing blood, he found her collapsed among the ruins, her glow fading. Cyril, no, stay with me. She smiled weakly, fingers brushing his cheek. I told you, we'd make beautiful children. He choked out a broken laugh through tears. Don't talk like that. You carry my light now, she whispered. It will not die. Her hand slipped from his face. The glow in her eyes dimmed, then went out. Eli was court-martialed for dereliction of duty. They said he disobeyed orders, compromised the mission, endangered his squad. He said nothing in his defense. They saw only a soldier who went rogue. They didn't see the small shard of glowing crystal he kept hidden in his chest pocket, the last remnant of her. He was reassigned to a deep space outpost months later, where no one asked questions and no one cared about old wars. At night, he sometimes felt the hum in his chest, faint but alive, and in dreams he heard her voice. Desire is not weakness, human. It is the beginning of truth. He would wake with tears on his face and the jungle burning in his memory. And every dawn, as he walked the silent metal corridors, he'd whisper into the void, Cyril, if we had met in peace, would you still have said we'd make beautiful children? Somewhere, deep in the uncharted sectors of his heart, he knew the answer, yes.